Is in Florida, the University of Florida, that is one of the very, very few universities in America that do not have campus camps. And that's because the dean of the University of Florida said, you're not allowed to pitch tents. You can certainly exercise your free speech, but if you get involved in violence or you start holding up placards that are, shall we say, racist or provocative or anti-Semitic, you will be instantly expelled. What would you say if the dean of your university said, if you don't take those tents down, you're going to be expelled? Would you make a stand, or would you say my studies are more important than this demonstration?
To be honest, I feel like you're asking me an extremely hypothetical question just to get a reaction and to see.
Yeah, that's what we do in journalism. Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah. So the premise of the question.
So the answer is, Zain?
You're asking me for an answer that's based on a fallacy.
What, no, if your dean, it's a fair question, come on. If your dean said, take those tents down or you'll be expelled instantly, would you take the tents down?
So the thing is, in Britain...
It's quite an easy answer. It's quite an easy question.
In the same way you understand journalism, I understand how to respond to journalists.
All right.
You want a specific answer, and it's one that I can't give to you, to be honest, because I've not been put in that situation. It's like if there was a gun...
You can imagine it, Zain. You can imagine it.
No, you're right. I can imagine it. And to be honest with you, I'd like to believe... And to be honest, I disagree with your question because you're doing a disservice to democracy that we have in the UK by comparing us to America. So you, by asking that, are actually criticising what's happening in America, because that would never happen in the UK, which I'm grateful for.
What do you mean it wouldn't happen? Of course it could. A dean of a university could turn around and say, look, I've had enough of this. Take those tents down or you will be expelled from this university.
Is that reasonable?
You don't think that's even remotely plausible in Britain?
To be honest, listen, honestly, no. And I'd like to...
It is plausible, Zain. It is plausible.
Well, I'd wait until it happens for me to start calling it plausible. When it hits the UK, if you can ask me that question.
Are you going to go... Don't be a doctor, Zain. Go into politics. You're really good at this.